Hello, dears. So today we are going to start the Madhubani painting of Lord Sri Krishna. Just to give a brief introduction about Madhubani painting. Madhubani painting is again a classification under the Indian folk and tribal art. So this one is originated from Bihar state of India, and in the Bihar state, there's a district called Mithila. So from Mithila, this ladies of Mithila's cultural drawing is this. So it's also known as Mithila painting. Okay, and mostly our historical mythical things are explained in this kind of paintings. So we will start today. So just take your paper, keep it in portrait mode, mark one horizontal and vertical reference line, make it as light as possible, and after doing the reference line, almost 2 centimeter or 2.5 centimeter, you can leave a border, make a nice fine border. Okay, so the gap can be 2 to 2.5, up to your wish, your paper size, you can make it. And in the middle, exactly middle, we need a nice rectangle box for making our Ganesha. So I'm darkening only the border part, okay, the center border only I'm darkening. The other things should be very light as possible, okay. So once you are done with this, we will start with the Lord Ganesha. So on the upper half, okay, on the upper half of the paper, you can start exactly in the middle. Over here, you should start with the trunk of our Lord Ganesha. So, and after that, we can start continue the remaining portions. Okay, so let me start from the center like a big curve, and I will end almost till here. Okay, anywhere, no problem, make it a little bigger. Once you are done with that shape, okay, so let's start with the trunk, more detailings on the trunk. After that, we will focus on the upper half of the paper. Okay, we will do a big motif like a mango motif shape. We will make it over here, so you can just have a look first and then continue with me to make the shape. Okay, so this kind of a big shape you have to make initially over the head. For this all are for the crown design. Okay, so make one big one like this way. So from there I will start another one curvy line this way. Okay, this is for the forehead portion and the head part, and from here we will make the ear. Okay, so make a nice wavy line this way into the face till here, make it a little bigger, a proper ear. Coming back again to the trunk portion, we have to draw a small tusk over here. So I will mark one line this way and then a curvy line. A small tusk we are marking here. And after that, a small curve to connect the edges and continuing it till here. And from here we will do the remaining part of the face. Okay, and just to continue that, to complete that, I'm adding one more curve here. Now it's time to add the crown part. Okay, so the crown part over here we will completely fill this portion. So we will focus on the upper half as of now to complete the detailings and sketching of the crown itself. Okay, so making a double line over here for this portion, and every time for the Madhubani painting moving forward we will see that every major lines need a double line. There will be a border kind of double line for each major line of the Madhubani drawing. So you also need to do that. That should not be too wide but not too close like overlapping. This is like a narrow line with a white space. Will not color that part. Okay, so here I have added another one more layer of set of lines, one main line and the double line. We will start doing the detailings inside it. You can, if you have any other ideas or other designs of Madhubani patterns, you can do that also. No need to copy the same what I'm doing. Instead, you can do the same as well. So that big gap between these two patterns, actually we will be filling with some tiny detailings directly while painting. Maybe after painting we can do with the color pencil or something, we can do that. But as of now I'm not doing, because it will be a double job, because it's two tiny details and we don't want to do it twice. So better let's do it later. And adding a double line for the triangles, everything. And if you notice, you can see like I don't have much space on the corners to continue, so I will not add a lot of detailings or lot of layers for the crown. So I will do the finishing, the tip part of the crown. In case if you have a lot of space, it's an optional thing for you. If you got a lot of space, you can add more sections like this and add more detailings as well. Okay, if you don't have, just finish it with me, like adding one more small layer and the like the lotus kind of shape on the top for the crown. Okay. All right, so we have completed the detailings over the crown. Only one gap is there that we will complete while painting. So now I'm just focusing on this motif, this mango motif. So I will be adding a double line for this line also, and do more detailing slowly. The shapes, anything you can add, make it more beautiful. Adding a small lotus flower over here, make it too tiny that it should not overlap our out outdraw over our that shape. Okay, so keep it inside, so make it as small as possible. Now it's time for the double line. Add double line or wherever possible, all these region you can observe closely and add the double line of our drawing. This is one of the important step for Madhubani painting. So do it properly. So now let's draw the another ear on this side. Make it beautiful. To that, add the double line again. So we are not completing because over here we need to draw the hands of Lord Ganesha. So I'll be doing this much only. After that we can do the double line for the other ear, and then we will section this ear into two, and after that we can add some patterns inside that as well. Before, let's complete the tilak on his forehead and the eyes also. Okay, after doing that we will continue next session. sectioning of the ear and added a double line for that as well. Now I'm adding a pattern over here, this gap on the forehead as well. Over here we will add a pattern, nice design we will add. Then we will add the eyes and eyebrows also. So now let's add that tilak on his forehead. So making it in a U shape and then one water drop shape inside. So make it slightly slanting so that it will look like it's on it's exactly on the center of the forehead. Since our face is in side pose, we have to make it slightly slanting like this way. Okay, so make it properly like a big U shape. Now making the eyebrows, eyes and all. So I'm slightly tilting the paper like this so it will be easy to draw, so that when we look straight it should be like towards downside. This angle the eye should be. Okay, so it's not straight on the head. Since it's like a elephant head for Lord Ganesha, we have to do the eye also accordingly. So we will make the paper slightly slanted so it will be easy for us to draw. And I'll start with an eyebrow, then a double line above the eye for the eyelid, and then the eye, a normal proper eye. As in Madhubani style, it doesn't have too much details and curves and all, so it's quite easy to make the eye. I'm just adding one circle inside the eye and coloring the that semicircle as well, and a double line for the semicircle as well. Okay. And add some curvy lines over these portion of the trunk, for that curvy lines to show the foldings and all. Okay, so these are fine detailings we are just doing now. And that's it, our head part of our Lord Ganesha of Madhubani painting is completed. Now the remaining portion, more detailings, the hands, body and everything we have to do, we will do that on next session. Okay, so all of you just do this much, make it proper. Maybe the eyebrow, I feel like a little bit gap I need to add, so I'm adding that also. So do the proper corrections, and if you need any suggestions, you can just share with me also. Or if you are totally happy with your paint picture, your sketching, I'm more than happy to see that. So that's it, is we will continue this on next Wednesday, and all of you do it properly. Take care.